Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel and another video. Today's video is going to be a group ride around Green Lake and Round Lake. I'm going to do that with my friend Brett here. He's going to be on the Onewheel Pint and I'll be on the Onewheel XR. And we're just going to show you guys some of the views around this very beautiful place we're at right now and give you some information about how rare it is to have one of these types of lakes here at our disposal. So we'll get into all of that though. First things first though, that Green Lake and Round Lake are both meromictic lakes, and we'll get into what that means a little bit later, but they're very rare types of lakes. So there are only 36 of these lakes in the world. 6 of these 36 lakes are in the United States. And then out of those 6, we have 3 of those here in upstate. So very lucky and fortunate to have this kind of situation here to take advantage of and to enjoy throughout the year. Because I think they have snowshoeing and cross-country skiing type of stuffs happening here, as well as hiking, rock climbing, and all of that good stuff. So and swimming. There's a beach as well, so there's lots of different things we can take advantage of while we're here. We got a good view, I think, coming up here as well. Let's take a look at this. I think it's right here. Yeah. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, and I'm gonna give you some information. I'm not ready for half of the shots. I just kind of see them, and I turn the camera around. Hopefully I catch it before I zoom by it, but you know. But so those are the types of lakes that we have here. And just to give you a reference for depth, which also lends to the color that we have here and the name Green Lake, which we'll talk more about the depths later. But Green Lake is 195 feet deep. Round Lake, the lake we'll see a little bit later, is 180 feet deep. And Glacial Lake, which is at a different location altogether at Clark Reservation, is 52 feet deep. So we have those. Alright, so I said that they're meromictic lakes, and kind of what does that mean? It just means that the water in these lakes don't mix throughout the depths. So the water at the surface doesn't mix with the water at the bottom of the lake, which creates its own unique situations, which if we have time I'll get into as well. Pro tip though, this lake, because it's meromictic and the water doesn't mix, it's very still at the surface and at the bottom, and that gives it a mirror-like characteristic to its surface. So to get through that mirror-like surface, oh look at this guy, always having too much fun. Look at that. This guy's beaming, Willie beaming. No. Alright, so to get through that surface, you can use a polarizing filter on your camera, or you can use polarizing glasses, like eyeglasses, to see through it as well. So, yeah, just a way to get through it. Glacial lakes. So basically, how these things were formed, these meromictic lakes that we have here, were formed by glaciation, and basically what that means is a glacier, miles long, wide, and high blocks of ice. A glacier rested in its location a long time ago and started to melt due to the end of the ice age. The melting ice created a waterfall. That waterfall over time eroded the limestone in this area down to like a bowl shape. So you can just imagine pouring water into sand and the bowl shape that will be created in the sand from the water being poured into it. That's kind of what happened here, except the iceberg melted away, so we were just left with the bowl, not the rock you would usually have for a waterfall. So that's kind of how this area was created by glacier. Oh, this is another good shot right here. I was actually somewhat ready for this. Somewhat ready. Not all the way. I'll get better. Alright, so that right there is also the path to Round Lake, which we'll come back to a little bit later. So Over time, like I said, that waterfall that was created by the glacier, that's not here anymore because it melted away. Eroded the limestone, created that bowl, and that bowl is now Green Lake. It created another bowl, which is Round Lake, which we'll go to later. But yeah, today those bowls are now filled with, these lakes are now filled with rainwater and the natural water table that surrounds the area. Alright, so now time for the series within a series. Spread the Stoke. Look at that. Episode 1 right there. We're spreading Stoke today, people. Look at that view. Alright, so now we're going to head back to Round Lake, to the path that I pointed out earlier. And while we do that, I'll talk more about the color of the lake. So Green Lake got its name from the color, which there are 3 factors that contribute to that. Oh, Spread the Stoke series, episode 2. Episode 2, that's, oh boy, look at this episode. It's a good episode right here. This is a good episode. And Brett taking selfies. Oh boy. You gotta love it. Get your selfie on. Alright, so right here we kind of take the Round Lake path to show you guys a little bit of Round Lake. And I got the speed itch because I've been following Brett on this Pint for so long, so I kind of just burn it right here. Alright, oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. This guy's having a blast right now. You can't put a price on this kind of fun. You just can't. And this dog right here didn't bat an eye. That's a chill dog right there. That dog was totally chill. Alright, so we're coming up on Round Lake here. And I'll give Brett a chance to catch up. While he does that, I'll talk more about the color. So it comes from Cyanobacteria, which is blue-green algae. The limestone erosion that happened from the iceberg waterfall, and the depth of the lake. So those are the things that contributed to the color. Cyanobacteria are here because the lake is so still and deep that the oxygenless bottom of the lake creates an environment that they thrive in. Limestone erosion creates calcium carbonate, which is a blue-green solution. And the depth of the lake simply, oh boy, look at Brett. The high five fail, okay, bam, another fail. Oh boy. Oh boy. We have a couple of more of those in store. Stay tuned. Alright, so the depth of the lake contributes to the color because blue is on the shorter end of the spectrum, and that means it can penetrate deeper into a deep lake and saturate it more with blue color. So that's just a byproduct of the blue end of the spectrum. So there you have it. That's how it gets the name and the color of the lake. Another unique characteristic, because of the cold, still nature of the bottom of the lake, things down there have been preserved and remained unchanged for like thousands of years. So this has led to them being 2 of the most studied lakes in the world. And on a side note, the Native Americans of these lands a long time ago thought that these lakes were bottomless. Oh, whoa, do we have another episode in the Stoke series I didn't know about? Yes, we do. That would be episode 5 in between 2 and 3 because it's the lost episode. Man, alright, so I thought, how would you know that without applying a scientific method to it?
Nah, dude.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Content right here.
This is good content. Underexposed, sure, but good content. Oh, he'll figure it out later. He'll figure it out. So I thought, you can apply the scientific method to this. You observe people going down, not coming back. The hypothesis is, if someone goes down, they won't come back. The experiment is you send someone down intentionally. They never come back. Oh boy. Now the law is if you send someone down, they won't come back. So that's as scientific as it gets. Oh, here comes the Stoke session, episode 3. That was a nice one. That was a good one. We're spreading some serious Stoke right there. Oh, here we go. Episode 4. You didn't even have to wait a week for it. There it is, right there. I give you all episodes right from the start. No waiting at all. It'll be on Netflix soon. Just look out for it. So, yeah, scientific as crap. So, you know, bottomless. I agree. I 100% agree. So my friend Brett here is a real risk taker. He gets into all kinds of situations. He gets us into all kinds of situations. So, I mean, the guy likes taking risks. He's an adventurer. And he does what adventurers do. I'm going to do a couple things that might be saucy too, so I can't even knock it. But, you know, it's a good time. Still a good time regardless. So, we're going to take a line right here. I really don't know what Brett was trying to do, but I followed him. Why? Oh boy. That's me taking my own line and failing. But he takes a line, I follow him, and the ensuing sequence of events happen. Oh boy. Oh, I did try to go behind him. Why? What was he trying to do? I'll never figure it out. I don't know to this day. What I do know, my leg hurts. Oh, I didn't know it at the time. I couldn't feel it right that moment. I was having fun. But, oh my goodness. Later, let me do that again. It hurt. Oh, it hurt. So, moral of the story, if you have a friend named Brett, likes to take risks, is an adventurer, you approach with caution, okay? You approach with caution. You don't know what's going to happen. All right, so, but Green Lakes and Round Lake, we're still at Round Lake right now, but very nice place to come, do some hiking, like this gentleman right here, do some jogging, you know? So, oh, do skeptical things on routes. It's all here. So, you can do all of that. But we try to go and just have some fun. And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm having too much fun, a little too much. All right, so Brett suggested we ride. Oh, look at that. That's the nicest view ever. I was actually somewhat ready for that. So, yeah, Brett suggested that we ride this direction this time, so we'd be facing the lake. All right, so right here we are faced with left and right, and we could have went left. Oh yeah, there we go. See, be careful, people. Be careful. Oh, be careful. Especially if you got a friend named Brett who likes to get saucy. I'm just joking, Brett. I love you, my guy. We got to go there and do this again sometime soon. All right, so we could have went left right there. That would have taken us at a more uphill route. We still would have gotten back to Green Lake, which is where we're trying to get back to right now, but it would have been more uphill. This is a more downhill route, still going to Green Lake, though, so we took this one. His board was getting low. We didn't know how far he was going to make it. We find out. Not far enough. I ended up having to carry his board to the car, but it's a different story. So, yeah, all right, so now we're headed off the path of Round Lake, going back to Green Lake. And, yeah, that was the trip right there. Super fun. Super scenic if you guys ever want to try to get out there. And I suggest you to do, because it's beautiful and one of the rarest kind of lakes we have here in the U.S. So take advantage of it. Get out there. Check it out. All right. So, like if you guys liked. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.